two, one.
Hey. How y'all doing? It's your girl Dre Nicole with Had to Do It. Cause I had to do it. I hope all y'all had a great week. Happy New Year to all my listeners and viewers. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous New Year. So, as promised, I am here with the choreographer, dancer extraordinaire, Mr. TikTok. TikTok, say something to the people.
Hi, people. How you doing? You said say something, so something. Nah. Thank you for having me, Dre. TikTok, long time. New York dancer, choreographer. Done a couple of things with a couple of people for over 25 years.
Hey, we're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all of that.
I'm just happy for Dre to have me. You know, talk about the politics and all that stuff. Yeah.
Because in case y'all don't know, and if you didn't know, that means you're not following me. So you need to be following Had to Do It Podcast and Dre Nicole NYC. Because then you would know that I'm in NYC. I'm in NYC for like a week, y'all. I'm home for a week and I'm be cutting up. I'll be cutting up, showing my ass. Y'all don't understand. I'm home. I'm with my people.
NYC, the 5 boroughs.
That's a fact. So right now we in the village and we at the Freedom Party. Old school party that happens the first Friday of every month, right?
Yep, the first Friday of every month. You know, Herbert Holland, it's his birthday. You know,
Herbert, hello.
The Freedom Party been around for 25 years. You know, he got one in New York, and then I believe the second Friday every month in Philly. So, oh my God. So I don't know how that came. If I was wrong, yeah, Howard Herbert, he had his party, the Freedom Party, been around for 25 years. We got one in Philly, and the second Friday every month, and one in New York, the first Friday every month. Oh, right. Hitting from the 90s all the way to 2000.
Facts.
Yeah, that's where we at.
That's where we at. We are partying, y'all.
French in the background.
Yes. Actually, oh, a nasty world tonight. Just you wanna come with me? You think I'm a nasty girl? Don't get me started. Like this is my element completely. So before we get into who you are and what you do, well, we already got into a little bit of who you are. Do you have any New Year's resolutions or goals for the next year?
To do my best to become better than I was yesterday. You know, I mean, I really strive for that. You know, I always say that, but I'm trying to develop where I do at least something that improves my universe, even if it's as small as a book. You know, jumping jack or something, just to do something to make myself better than yesterday. So that's like my main focus on self improvement. You know, nice 65 days of advancing.
Facts. And that's what I say. Like, I just want to be better than I was the day before.
Yeah.
Not just the year before. I want to be better than I was yesterday.
When you become great, it's steps. You know, become great. You know, it's a building process. You know, to keep building, you will be great.
Right. Eventually. Well, for those of y'all who don't know, this is actually my New York choreographer. So anything that you see when you see me do Taste of Soul Atlanta, he choreographed that. When you see me do oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Oh my gosh. Live from Next Sound Studios. That's what it is. Live from Next Sound Studios. He choreographed that. He got the dancers for me, Swag and Anna. Those are my girls. I'm gonna get them on this podcast too, because they need to be highlighted. They dope as fuck. They need to be highlighted. Right. Yes, they did. He did Are You Ready? He did the mix of Girl Like Me and Disclaimer.
I like
Yeah. He was one of the first people to hear my song Motherfucker I'm Out. And he's been around since my first album. Like, y'all just jumping in on this chapter, but he's been around since my first album. He's probably like the only person I ever met on Facebook that I actually keep in touch with. This is a Facebook friend gone right.
Yep. There you go. It was definitely internet beginnings.
Yeah. He didn't try to throw me in a white van. I wasn't in a dungeon or nothing.
He tried to scratch my eyes out, set me up in the exit over there. You know how it goes. That's jacked up, but it's true.
But it's true, because the internet could be scary. The internet could be so scary.
Outside is scary.
Right.
Everybody's scared. I walk with a stun gun and make some shit. Everything.
Right.
Especially in NYC. You got the mentally disabled just rolling around doing whatever they want to do there.
And man, that's everywhere. That's everywhere. You gotta see downtown Atlanta. You gotta see downtown Atlanta. Yeah. It's like Midtown. Yeah.
Ain't nothing like 125th.
Oh wow.
Lexington.
125th is special.
New York. And boy, 125th Street.
Unless you want to get your hair braided.
It's the land of the zombies. Sorry.
Unless you want to get your hair braided, because the Africans will meet you at the train station. Unless you want to get your hair braided, because the Africans will meet you in the train station. They will meet you in the train station.
Other parts of the you know, you better be like doing some supersonic fingers. Or have a great price. There's other ones.
125th the same minute. That's where all the hair braided.
It is. Not Lexington. I'm telling you, find yourself on that corner. Right.
Oh my God. Maybe after a certain time of night is that bad. It's been a minute.
Okay. You remember the old say everything, the McDonald's is closed down, the shop is closed down, all the
Oh, say word.
oh, the all abandoned businesses.
Oh, my bad.
Everyone
Don't listen to me. Listen to him.
they went to Fifth Avenue. You know, he was right on that corner. Nope,
I'm done.
they that was that.
I'm just trying to watch out, y'all, because it's crowded in here. I'm making sure nobody bump my camera.
They need someone close down.
Their booties is hefty.
One wrong move and they go
Right. But I'm just having too much fun. I'm cutting up. I'm a little loose, y'all. So bear with me. So the Freedom Party, because I know you come like every month for the most part.
You know, I mean, there's not too many dance parties in New York City that, you know, well, there's not too many dance parties, number one. The nightlife in New York City isn't like the way it was in the 90s or the 2000s or even the early 2010s. People come to nightclubs to pretty much a fashion show, you know, drink, get VIP, and two-step. So if you want to go to a place where you want to actually dance, like do a backflip and do real full-blown dancing,
They be sweating in here, y'all.
you get kicked out. They be like, you don't do things like that. So with that being said, the Freedom Party is one of the few New York parties that actually caters to the full-blown dancer. Like you can go out there, start breakdancing, they'll open the circle up, and they actually endorse it. You know, versus like most typical nightclubs, unless it's house music. There's not too many places that play hip hop and R&B that wouldn't mind somebody start breaking. You know,
Right. Well, that's what I like about the Freedom Party because I mean, this is like maybe my third time here, but it's always a vibe. It's always good. It reminds me of the house parties in the 90s.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand, with the vibe of the music and the time frame, you got from 6 to 10. You got a lot of people that got that old school way of partying, finding out that they can go to and still go to work the next day.
Right. That's true.
It's like a nightclub. It's great. It's like you got people up there, you got that down. Like I said, you got separate cyphers, people breakdancing or doing what they need to do. Then you got people just stepping. Everyone at the bar drinking. It's an awesome party. If you're in New York City or Philly, check it out.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Check out the Freedom Party. This is how we used to party. Not like this new school where you just sitting around smoking hookah trying to look cute. I'm also looking cute, but
There's people out here looking cute. You know what I'm saying?
I like the party too.
There's people out here looking cute. Don't get me wrong. It's dressed to impress. But it's more like down to earth. It's more that 90s, early 2000s. You know?
They was playing rock bass. I was getting it, y'all. It takes two. It takes two. I was getting it. Y'all should have seen it. I would have recorded it, but I'm not trying to embarrass myself. But I was getting it. I was getting it for sure. So you are a choreographer and a dancer. We gotta tap into some of the things that you did because you've done some extraordinary things, and you don't pat yourself on the back enough for my liking.
You know, when you do what you love, man, you're not looking for real recognition and stuff like that. You're just doing it. I'm just blessed with the people that I came across and worked with. I did stuff with my only religious group I did with the Winans, Phase 4. You know, I did with the Winans nephews. So that's my only contribute to gospel in my dance career. That video would come. But I did stuff with Maya. I did stuff with Whitney Houston, Wildcat, Busta Rhymes, Fabulous, Kelly Rowland, Jay-Z. I choreographed for artists like, well, I did stuff with Beyonce. I did stuff with, a little bit stuff with Janet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, after that, I did a lot of stuff with private industries like Coca-Cola. Did stuff with Pepsi. Yeah, pretty much it, and a lot of stuff in between. You know, did a lot of artist development. And yeah, I'm still here. I'm still teaching. I'm still choreographing. I'm going to be doing Choreographer Carnival.
Yes.
That happens. Twice a year. It happens across the line. It happens to LA, and it happens in Atlanta, and I believe in Miami. It's called Choreographer Carnival. You can get probably Google it and come up. But it's been in New York for like 25 years. And it's pretty much where all the agencies come and support choreographers to show off, pretty much. Because it's not a competition, it's a showcase of the top choreographers at that time that's in the city. You know, so I'll be doing that coming in April.
The top choreographers in the city. And this is, how many times have you done it?
I think this will be my sixth time. My sixth time. They asked me to do it. I haven't done it in like 2-3 years. But they asked me to do it this year, so put my little 2 cents.
Yes. The last one that he did, I watched that dance be created from beginning to end. I watched the whole thing from beginning to end, from when it was just an idea on paper to coming to fruition. And it was dope for me. It was a dope experience for me to watch it all come together. I loved it. Y'all gotta go and follow on his page, TikTok 1.0 on Instagram, and he has a snippet of it up there. And I'm gonna put up a snippet of it because I think I still got it in my phone. I think I still got it in my phone. I'm gonna put a snippet of it so that y'all can see it because it's definitely dope. And
that piece right there was meant to because I wouldn't say I'm heavily religious person, but I'm definitely a spiritual person. And I know the song is "Pray" by Sam Smith. I'm not familiar with it. You need to check it out. And in himself, he's not a big religious person as an artist, but he's very spiritual. You got to recognize the spiritual connection, especially if you're an artist. You got to understand that, this gift that we have, whether it's singing, dancing, came from somewhere else. So you got to put it in. It's just sometimes religion makes it confusing. And this song, just like soon as I heard it, reach out to me. It's like he was talking about other avenues he tried, but he still came himself back to a spiritual foundation. And it's a real deep song. You need to check it out. I know you got that other song out there that's kind of crazy, but
yeah, no, but Pray,
that song,
right? Pray came first.
Pray came first, featuring Logic, because he got Pray, and he got one with Logic, the rapper that's in it. So both versions are in it. You need to check it out. It's a very spiritual song to me. So that was me going to religion, spiritualness. It came out as, I caught a spirit with that choreography.
And I think anybody who watched it caught it too, because I was feeling it. Like, there's just certain parts that just really spoke to me in that choreography. And I don't know, being a creative and being someone, don't judge me, because I'm a church girl at heart. I just got this little bougie thug thing in me. But I'm a church girl at heart. So being somebody who was raised in the church, it's the music, it's the creative side that always speaks to me. And that choreography definitely was speaking to me when you was doing it. That's why I was so excited about it.
We saw it, the transformations and the evolutions of that piece. So, I really, I heard the song for a long time. And I always wanted to do it. So when I had the opportunity, the whole resources and do it right. Because I'd done it before in the past, but it wasn't right. Certain things wasn't in the raw. It was just the right time, at the right people, had the right energy, and it came into peace. It's one of my proudest pieces.
And it should be. And it definitely should be.
It's very different. It's not like my other ones.
Because literally, like, y'all had the audience stuck. Y'all really had the audience stuck.
No one expected that from me.
Right.
People expected some old school hip-hop or some type of school hip-hop, or no one expected me to take the church. That's what everyone was like. It was all in white. You just have to see the video.
Right. Everybody was dressed in white and just doing their thing. Like, it was just something to see. So y'all gotta see it. I'm definitely, I know I got the video still in my phone, and I'm posted. I'm definitely gonna post it. So let the people know, like, how do you feel the state of like dance is now?
I mean,
I already knew what was coming. That's why I asked.
I have mixed feelings about that statement. I'm a truest to the culture of hip hop. I mean, it's in my soul. It's what I've been doing as long as I can remember. I consider myself a dancing man. So everywhere I went, everything I do, I put all together into one. The way dance is today, man, I'm glad that it's coming back. I mean, the way it's coming back is coming up. But at one point in time, hip hop, especially rap, abandoned dance. At one point in time, you know, gangsters don't dance. That's what was stayed. It was the Onyx era where everyone was jumping around because I grew up in the era where the element of a hip hop group was a DJ, two dancers, and an MC.
An MC,
That was the
yeah.
recipe. That was the Big Daddy Kane. That was the Fuji rap. That was the EPMD. It was like I came up in that era. Whereas if you were a rapper, you had two dancers, four if you had a budget, you
Right.
know, a DJ, and that's how it works. The Karis one having break dancers to Big Daddy King and Super Scrap Lover. You know, these were the dances, and that was just the MO. You had Heavy D and the boys. You know, I mean, everyone had it was rappers and dancers. And then at one point in time, it was like, all right, gangsters don't dance. So rap abandoned dance. You know, it's that Onyx, the Wu-Tang, Hurricane, and not trying to hate on the era because I was jumping up and down too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I was doing the
I was in there swim.
but the dance, the genres changed, and that's where R&B and hip hop started. Singers, R&B artists started singing over hip hop tracks. So
Shout out to Mary J.
once that transformation happened, the hip hop dancer started dancing for R&B artists. You know, and that's when you only time seeing like male dancers, because female dancers always did. Whether they was twerking or whatever, you know, they always want a woman to dance. But the male dancers, it was like, nah, it's too many dudes on stage, bro. No. We did the Jay-Z tour, we almost got kicked out because Memphis Bleak, shout out to Memphis, was like, yo, dog, what you got your dancers here? It's like it's too many guys on stage. I mean, we came in on the stage where he didn't have the whole Rockefeller on and it worked out. But he was kind of right. It was a lot of dudes on stage. And we had the whole rock and then we were dancing before it made sense. But by the end of the tour, it made sense. But Benny Siegel got on that tour, got locked up in the second tour. So that's when we committed. He was on it for murder. How you doing shows? You want for murder? It's crazy. But anyway,
Let me tell y'all, he is a storyteller.
but the state of things today is more about the technology of social media. It's no longer about, you know, you got to do things the old school way, like battle. Battle is not the same like how it was in that community. You know, it was about you capturing the moment. It was about capturing the crowd. You know what I mean? People battled and it wasn't about judges. It wasn't contests. You want to battle somebody, you come to the club and whoever was in the crowd and witnessed the battle was the judge. You know, and whether you were going back and forth, it was the people who watched the battle that was like, yo, yeah. But like, it's more about people putting a performance in a safe place. They do these contests, have 3 judges, and the same people that would go there and be in this competition won't dance in the middle of a nightclub. You know, they'll and do the drink, and they'll be like, "Bro, you wouldn't think this person's a dancer," but yet they'll come to these competitions. You see all these dudes, and they're afraid. You know, the cipher, the same dance, in my opinion, evolved, but it kind of got soft. You know what I mean? It evolved, and don't get me wrong. The sturdy era is bringing back the rawness. You got the kids, because, you know, you got artists like Lil Uzi and stuff bringing back the dance to rap. You know, everyone doing hits, everyone getting sturdy, and it brings my heart joy because for a long time, you know, Get Life, the Hat Tricks, all that came back. A lot of hip hop abandoned rap music because R&B and hip hop didn't abandon. You know, you had the Chris Browns, you had the Omarions, you had the Usher. They was keeping hip hop dance alive.
Right.
R&B artists, you know, was keeping hip hop dance alive, not rap. When originally it was different. Now you got like I said, it's coming back. So the state of dance is coming back, but they kind of lost something in transition. You know, it's not as tough. It's more diverse. I have to say, some people might get mad. Some people die to lose. It's not as
Right.
as it was before. Not saying it's not dope. Not saying that you don't see extraordinary amazing moves, but the culture of it is kind of different. Dancers are becoming famous from views and likes, and not actually going into the club, not going into the streets, getting respect from other peers. There's dancers out here that just because they haven't even met a real dancer, never been in a real cycle, never been in a competition, but managed to get a bunch of views and being praised. Like I'm not knocking the TikTok dancer because that's what you do, but it's kind of easier to get famous now. It's kind of easier, which is blessing because it's the evolution of hip hop dance. But at the same time, it's losing the whole thing and dues. Like that part, you're not paying dues. You're in your living room, copying other people's dances, and you're probably talented and well, and you manage to get all these views and you get this popularity. But in the eyes of a real dancer, you can't even do a 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like you have the TikTok dances versus the real dances, and this is kind of crazy, you know. And the dance competitions kind of reflect that. You got these judges that if you throw a TikTok dancer into the competition, they will outdo another dancer that's better than them, but they're just more popular. So that's what's happening.
It turned into a popularity contest.
Yeah,
And that's the same. And that's the same thing with singing too, because like I feel like when I was learning how to sing, I could listen to the radio and mimic what I heard from the radio, but it sharpened my skills. What I hear on the radio now, I don't think it's sharpening anybody's skills. You know what I mean? Like Mariah Carey came out with the whistle notes, even though Minnie Riperton did it first. But as far as for my era, it was Mariah Carey with the whistle notes. I'm in my room screaming, trying to hit those notes. There's nobody today that's challenging.
You got AI singing for you.
That's challenging people.
You got AI singing for you. It's like literally, like I don't know if you know, they got this thing with AI that actually will record your voice and sing a song for you now.
See, and that's crazy.
Like you don't like have to hit the notes, you don't have to do none of that anymore. Like literally, like a regular person to download the app and be like, yeah, I want to sing, I believe I can fly, and record your voice and have you hit the perfect tone in your voice. Like right now, so it's like
That's that bull.
it's crazy. It's like what's real anymore now. Now you gotta see an artist real to see if it's really done because AI is doing it now. They copying people's voice. Right. Same thing with the scammers. Like they copy people's voice. They call you with your mama's
Right. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Like that. So, but once again, I digress. You know, stay to dance. We're going everywhere. Stay to dance is a little bit softer in my opinion. And I feel all these contests is great. I appreciate the evolution because now breakdance is becoming an Olympic event. So it came from, you know, and it's a United States inner city style that was created in the city in the Bronx. Now you have 50 years later, and now it's going to be an Olympic event. So the strength of hip hop dance and the evolution has been amazing. I'm just happy that I've seen this evolution in my lifetime. Right. You know, do I like it the way it was back in the days? Yeah, well, you know, that was my golden era. So I kind of like the realness and like how you see someone dance and you saw dance behind an artist. You knew that person paid dues. Right. You knew that battle, that journey there was treacherous. Now, since agencies and your platform, it's easy to get there now. You get a million views doing something, then this artist is gonna be like, hey, dance with me. And there is no going to the club. There is not learning nobody. I mean, eventually in your career, you're gonna pay some type of dues. But it's just easier. And I guess that's because the evolution of technology, but at the same time, I think you know the culture of it is just a little bit softer.
Right, because it developed as something from the streets. You know what I mean?
So it's not from the streets.
It's not from the streets anymore.
That's what it is. I mean, hip hop is not from the streets now. The evolution of hip hop, it still happens in the street, and there's still street elements like Get Light. That's still street, but I don't know. If you look at break down Get Light, you see a lot of movements that's ballet. You see a lot of movements that's African. You see a lot of different things in that. Even though it's still considered street style,
Right.
it's like everything. I guess that's the evolution of everything. I just feel right now it's like people are just becoming famous just because they get some beats. They really don't know skill and technique.
Right. And do you think that aspect gives people like a sense of entitlement that they haven't earned?
A little bit, because just because you can do like a cookie cutter routine doesn't mean you can do complicated choreography. But a lot of people feel like forget that complicated choreography. Forget about the culture. I'm just doing it for views. As long as I'm getting the views. There's a lot of people with TikTok that's not trying to improve.
They get praised for the bare minimum.
Yeah, for being mediocre. The whole thing of an artist is to improve, to become better. If you're a real artist, you want to become a better singer. You want to become a better dancer. You want to ever grow. But you got these TikTok dancers that's okay staying the same because they got the million views, they rolling out, and
they get complacent.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's some of them that do improve. There's some of them that do step into the arena and do step up and deserve the praise that they get. And you can tell when they TikToks. When you see it, you're like, all right, that boy back.
Right.
But then you see the ones that's like, okay. And so the state is it's just not the same with the grid. It's not as grimy, real commercial. And I guess some people see it as a good thing. I just feel that essence, we kind of lost it. But the evolution of what they're doing now, movements, are bananas. I mean, the stuff that people are doing with their next bone breaking, all this crazy stuff. I got to give it to you. Redefining stuff. So that's why I commend it on that way. But I just feel the culture. This is that as a hero. I wish we could have had the evolution and the purity intact. But it's losing a lot of points.
You know what grinds my gears? When they name a dance now of a dance back in the days and it don't look nothing like it.
I blame.
Like I'm so mad at the WAP. I'm so mad at the Running Man. Like, look, I'm sorry, but that's skipping back and forth. That's not the Running Man.
The Running Man is now.
Right, that shuffle is not the Running Man. That's what I mean.
Shuffle.
And then this
the
thing.
Running Man, it became shuffle. And what the Running Man is now, so I don't even know.
You're supposed to look like you running, man. Like we kept it simple.
See, that's what
WAP, like this don't say WAP to me. Like you supposed to WAP.
See, being that hip hop is one of the youngest dance styles, but it grew popular so fast. The lingo and the terms for our dance steps weren't locked in. Like in ballet, what's a pirouette. If somebody try to rename a pirouette, everyone's gonna look at them like, "What you talking about?" Right, that's been a pirouette for over 100 years. It's a pirouette. You know what I mean? If somebody say a forte turn, you can't turn around and say that's an L kick. What? No, it's a forte turn. Right. With hip hop, being that we're only 50 years old, and we became worldwide so fast that our foundation was locked in. So some moves that was called a corkscrew, people get to rename it because the style isn't well known. Michael Jackson loved you to death, but the moonwalk is not the moonwalk. It's called the backflip. That's the original name, and it came out, and it was a tap dance at first. The Nicholas brothers did that way before Michael discovered it. He discovered it by a guy called Papa Taco, rest in peace. He saw breaking. High Taco Paco. He mastered the moonwalk. Motown 25 happened. Boom. Boom. Then he called it the moonwalk. It's the backline. The moonwalk is a whole different step. And that's what it is. People take all steps. And being that it wasn't locked in, they rename it to what they want to call it. And the biggest culprit of this is Fortnite. Fortnite.
No, but it was happening before Fortnite.
Yeah, but they're the biggest culprit. They got ridiculous when that game came out because legally they didn't get sued.
Right.
So because the copyright, you can't copyright a dance. That's for people who don't know. If I want to make up a dance, I can't copyright it. I can copyright a piece. Like if I choreograph West Side Story, I can choreograph it as a whole piece. Like if I choreograph Are You Ready, I could copyright Are You Ready as it is, but somebody could just change a little bit of it. It's like we have no protection for our work. They could just change a little bit and leave the first 8 count and leave the last 8 count and change the middle, and it's no longer my piece. Like that's why so many renditions of the Nutcracker or so many Swan Lake. All you gotta do is change a little bit of choreography and you can copy a piece. But to copyright it, you gotta do it exactly like how you did it in order for me to sue. So it's no protection. And it gotta be a whole piece. So if I create one dance move, there's no protection. So the Dougie, they can say like this is sweat. And there's no protection. The sweat the Dougie, it's not gonna get no money. That's
And you
the
know,
Molly Rock.
and it came, but it came off of Dougie Fresh. That's why I'm glad Dougie Fresh be doing it on stage. Like, when he'll play Teach Me How to Dougie, but then do his shit because like, if you ain't sweeping over your head, it ain't the Dougie.
Yeah, and
You gotta hit him with it for it to be Dougie.
this is a lot of dances. The Charleston became the crisscross and became just
The Charleston and the Kid and Play is very similar.
they are. It is. It's not very similar. It is the same movement, except for you're facing somebody. There's two people doing the Charleston facing each other. That's what the Kid and Play
Pretty much.
So it's like we didn't get a chance to get foundations with some of our movements until recently. Once white people got their hands, I'm sorry. White people got their hands on it and started profiting off of hip hop. Now some dance moves and the names are getting locked down. You know, mostly the breakdancing moves because it's an Olympic event. The commentators got to be able to call what it is. So those breakdance moves are safe, but the party dances aren't safe. Like the Running Man, they're not safe. You know, 5 years from now, somebody might call it something else because the Running Man became the shelter, and this back and forth thing, I don't know what it is. The Mike Tyson became the hop and jump. The reject became the jerk, and the jerk became the reject, and this jerk became another jerk. It's like it's so many. It's like the name of everything that's in hip hop is in flux. You got to get a breakdance move that's called the helicopter, but half the people call it the coffee grinder. You know, it's like, but it's getting more clarity with breakdancing because once they say what it is,
That's what it's gonna be.
But
it's still not gonna be what it originally was. And it's probably gonna be something stupid now, and it's gonna make you mad. Gonna be like, that's not it.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
That's what happened when you was born in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Does that hurt your soul as much as it does mine? When they be like, oh, you was born in the 1900s? It just makes me want to slap somebody's kid, I swear.
The 1900s. That's just real. Anybody with the age, the age into 19, gotta be doing it right. Yeah, man, the century. We're not part of the 21st century. Remember the 21st century? Yeah, man. We're like, it's like the 23rd century right now. It's like we're gone. We're like the 1900s. I don't feel like what it sounds like.
Right. It sounds way worse than what it is.
But it had to come to a head, you know. Somebody sooner or later has to call it. We're from the late 1900s.
Right.
That was
Like, the first time I heard that, I was like, who the fuck is you? Like, it just made me mad.
childhood is referred to.
The 1900s.
Yeah, man. You gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. We're seasoned with a young spirit. Because as long as you're an artist, you don't age. I really feel. Because you do what you love. You don't age. You know, it's the fountain of you. You dance, sing, laugh, and you keep those things constant in your life. You know, you always recharge your age. If you find a way to laugh, you find a way to dance, you find a way to sing, even if you're not great at it. If you are great at it, it will bring you more joy. But even if you're not, sing in the shower, dance in the shower,
Right.
do a Zumba class with your offbeat ass. Just move. And I'm telling you, it's the fountain. You know, there's a lot of people out here looking old as shit and they don't dance.
But looking old as shit and way younger than we are.
Looking like that.
I've been rough. Shit's been rough.
Hard life.
And it just bugs me out. I remember going to Isaiah's school, and it was a girl's birthday, and she was all dressed up or whatever. And I'm in the office because he done did something fucked up, and I had to go to the school. And I'm in the office, and the girl walked in, and I was like, "Oh, it's one of your teachers' birthday." And he was like, "No, Ma, that's a student." She looked older than me. I was like, "Yo."
Student was a teacher.
I said, "It's one of your teachers' birthday." I sure did.
I teach kids, man. Sometimes these kids be looking like I'm teaching sixth graders and they look like college students. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know. It's the food. I don't know what's going on. But people are looking older. People are aging wrong. You got to eat right, people, man. You got to take care of yourself. I know Biden is raising the prices on food, and it's making it harder. But you gotta find that money to get the food. Facts, you know. It's crazy when soda's cheaper than water.
Thank you. Soda's cheaper than water. You could get a cheeseburger cheaper than you could get a salad. It's ridiculous. I bought a salad yesterday. That sucker was $19. A salad. When I could have easily went to McDonald's and got a bundle deal for like $4. This is why there's so many people with so many health issues. Don't get me started on that because I could go on a whole rant. I could go on a whole rant on it.
That's crazy.
But bringing it back to the music, bringing it back to the dance, bringing it back to the culture. So, I like her outfit. She's straight out of the 80s aerobics class. Like she ready to do the Aunt Viv. Right. Like she ready to do the Aunt Viv for real. But this is the man who's been trying to take the jerk out of my twerk. Cause I don't. I can't do it.
She don't put in effort. She don't put in effort. You know, she gets the job done and then she wants to go home. You know, that's just my personal thing. Girl could be that dancing, singing artist. She want to be that moving, performing artist.
I'm about the emotion.
Yeah, she's about moving.
I'm emotional. Y'all hear my music. I'm
And she'll frame some movements real quick, but she don't want to be locked into a routine. She wants to be able to just go off and do this, do that, do her own movement, and then come back for the chorus. which is fine. But if Dre wanted to like really like, she can't, you know, she's just happy how.
Why are you trying to read me on my show though?
I'm just saying, I'm your choreographer. I gotta keep it real. You know what I know you can do, but you know, comfortable.
Nah, listen. Nah, he be wanting me to like. So I'm not as coordinated and to like do a spin.
Bullshit. Sure. If you are a fan of Dre Nicole, you done saw all performance movies. You know, you see her move. You see her move. Talking about she can't turn. She
He
don't like
be wanting me to spin and like drop to the floor and get back. Look, I can't drop it like it's high. I put it down like it's warm. And then you might have to
I
beat me back
might want you to spin and do like a quick,
But if you knew how much is going through my head as I'm doing these, like the song is going through my. I'm gonna forget a lyric because I did a spin. Like I'm gonna forget what the next word is because I did a spin.
As a choreographer, you try to push your artists, but at the same time, you gotta make sure that they're comfortable with the push. So I push Miss Nicole, Dre Nicole, as much as I possibly can. And she goes for it. But then there's a time when she's like, all right, I'm not doing that. They could do it.
I literally said it just like that. I'm not doing it. They can do it.
They can do it. I'll come in on the step after. I'm not doing it.
That is such a bad.
And I'll be like, but you can. It's not. No.
Am I your worst student?
No. Far from it. Trust me. It's people. You're just.
Am I your worst adult student?
You're just disobedient. You just don't want to be the next Janet. You're okay with the Mary J. Blige movement and being in the box, which is fine, because it's like Mary. Mary would go off and do her own thing and say, "Fuck choreography." You'll start out with the girls. Next thing you know, and you like that freedom. You're like, no, I'm gonna go off.
And it took me a while to get to that point. Like I would be cool being the Whitney Mariah standing in front of a mic with the fan blowing in my hair.
Not no Mariah says absolutely still. Like she moved back in the days, but you see her turn. She had like 50 dance moves around her. Just like,
they literally pick her up and move her to the next spot. They literally pick like she don't walk.
And that's what you see. That's what Mariah is. Mariah, not knocking Mariah, she's an amazing artist, but she tried to dance. No, she did dance back in the days.
Yeah, she did a little bit.
Like she did the video, but once she got like icon status, she was like, all right, I'm not dancing.
Right, I'm not dancing. Y'all gonna pick me up and put me on my marks, and that's gonna be it.
That's it. I'm sitting in the chair and just hit that high note. That's it. No dance. That's a female. You can still, Janet still dance.
Yeah, Janet ain't never gonna stop.
J-Lo, anytime she come out, she ain't
she ain't playing. But she started off as a dancer, so like I expected if J-Lo stopped moving, somebody needs to slap her.
Yeah, but like I said, you could hit that if you're just not interested. You're just not interested. You like, look, my dance ability gets the job done, and it does. It does, you see her performances. She do the damn thing. She does. It works for Dre Nicole. But as a choreographer, because Janet,
if I didn't have to sing at the same time, I'd be with it.
No, but you can if you go on the training. I feel she can get close to Janet.
I'm like Kelly Bundy. You want me to walk and chew gum?
You know, where she at? She's like, it works with me, Brooklyn. And most Brooklyn artists is like that. It's a Brooklyn thing. They just like, yo, don't be telling me what to do, bro. You know, can't tell Brooklyn people from Brooklyn. You can't tell them what to do. They'll listen, but you can't tell them what to do.
Whatever. BK positive. That's my blood type. I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed at all.
I'm happy to get what she gives me. So, you know, I'm very happy. You know, I definitely walk away from her work proud. You know, because there's some people that you're not proud of. It's hard to work with. And you did the best you can with them. You be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna forget about that now. Got paid? Okay. Please. You know, I don't want to go there because the project's not hard, because the artist is not hard. But you know, you put your effort, you commit to the movement, whatever it is that meets your approval. If the movements that meet your approval, you put 150% in. You know, so you're like, okay, we can do that. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. And then you find the pattern, and then you have a very performance.
I found my stride.
Yeah, you know. Check out any of her performance disclaimer. That's my favorite. If you got any videos of her performance disclaimer,
I do.
swag and
Anna, yeah, I do. You gotta look at the Taste of Soul performance, the first one, and the Next Sound Studio performance. I really love the Next Sound Studio performance. I really
it
do.
was very much more intimate.
Yes, definitely. But I want you to tell one of my favorite stories of yours, the Missy story. or the Snoop story. I'll let you
It
pick.
happened on the same tour.
This tour was lit, then, and both of these stories on the same tour.
No, it didn't happen on the same tour. No. So, all right. One of the people that's in my thing, I performed with Missy Elliott, right? I believe this was 2003 Asian MTV Awards, right? So it's an award show. Asian, I believe we were in Singapore. Now, this was around the time when the Lion King first came out. And everybody was blown away, like, oh my God, they got like an elephant running, but it was a man in the elephant thing, and it was running, and everyone was going crazy for that fact. So Missy being the person she is, she hired the people from Lion King to create life-size Missies. Like, you know, like, they stood 20 feet tall, and, you know, it's like a book bag. It's like they put on a book bag that harness it around, right? And it's a 25-foot pole that goes straight up to the book bag. And I'm in like pretty much my crotch. The legs come out and then tied to my foot. So I got big like Adidas tied to my foot that's like 7 feet. Adidas with the legs coming out. And her crotch under me with a pole up her ass and just holding the with a pole and going up and in a big Missy. Now there was handles where if I go like this, the arm would go like this, you know. So we was limited in the movement, but we could walk the Missy do like this. And being that we were the first ones, the choreographer went crazy and he was trying to push like what these things could do. So we was out there trying to make the Missy do discovery. So we figured out a routine. It was difficult, but we had it. We go on the plane, we go out there, everything's good. Sound check. Stage and stuff. You know, you're supposed to have like yellow tape, lighting parts and stuff. And it was a black stage. You know, so you know, we out there going through the run, killing it. All right, that's to take a 5. You know, let's go take a break. I'm walking up the stage, and I miss a step. Now, mind you, I explained the getup. So the legs is attached to my legs. The sneakers is like big sneakers on top of my sneakers. And then I'm like under the crotch and it's a big ball under me. So once it leans,
A
my whole
25
body leans. So I'm going like this. I'm going like this. And like Missy, everyone's cracking up. Because whatever I'm doing, the puppet is doing. So I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And the puppet is whoa, whoa. And people are cracking up. And finally, after tea time, like it felt like eternity. I bet I didn't destroy it, but it's the most embarrassing moment in my career because Missy never let me down. Every time she see me, she'd be like, Timber. She was cracking up because, she's looking at it and it looked like, according to everybody said, it looked like the dummy was falling. And it was like panicking. And it was just hilarious. It's the most embarrassing. And we was training, okay? We was training 6 hours for like a whole week, training with this thing on. And my partner didn't fall. Right, we're imbalanced. So after that, they put the tape on the stage. I'm done. And then to make it so bad, the same things, the same puppets, because I think she spent like about 20K on each puppet. So it was a good thing I didn't fuck it up. Right. It was like, all right, but if you damage my shit, Right. So just fast forward. I'm on tour with Jay-Z now, just for Jay-Z. And Missy's on this, the Rock the Mic tour. And Missy's on there. And we see the puppets. Why the person operating the puppets is just they minimize the movement because of what happened to me. Like we would they don't want no more TikTok on me. Yeah, the puppets going crazy. Now the puppets was just going. Yo, why you got the puppets doing that? Because of what happened to you. I paid too much. I can't afford another mishap. Right. Those things was expensive.
But we about to wrap things up. Let everybody know where they can follow you, how they can contact you. If you need a choreographer, make sure you at NYC, reach out to them. Let them know how they can reach you.
You can reach out to me on my Instagram, which is TICTOCK1.0. That's TikTok on there. You reach out on my TikTok. TikTok on TikTok.
That's a whole nother story.
Long story.
But he came first.
I was first. But same thing, TICTOCK1.0 on TikTok. Find me in those two avenues. I should be teaching in Boy Dance episode.
Nice.
You can find me at Rippy Greer. That's where I be at. I still do choreography for various artists. And I teach for dance design out in New Jersey. Shout out, check their school program tonight. I still work with Skill for Dance, which is a program that works for many youth women, bringing a connection to dance and STEM programs. So I work with those guys. You can find me on all those classes.
Dope. Or you can just contact me and I'll be like, yeah, I got you.
I check out my Instagram for my latest work. Like I said, I'll be doing Carnival in April, Choreographer Carnival. You can also go on the Choreographer Carnival website and check out all the other pieces. I've been doing stuff for the last few years, so see pieces there too. YouTube page is coming soon. I got the TikTok, I got the Instagram.
Dope. And once again, it's your girl Dre and Nicole. I'm in NYC, y'all. Even next Friday. Friday. Catch up with me next Friday. I'm still going to be in NYC, and I'm going to be sitting down with 5-star most of the ill thinkers, because I'm going to be getting an Ill Thinkers Award, y'all. Not on the show, but he's going to come and talk about his platform and what he do or whatever. So we're going to get that together, because I'm an ill thinker. My boy DC. What's good, DC? It's good to see you. Happy New Year, brother. And is it about that time, DC? It's about that time, y'all. Motherfuckers, I'm out.